Good morning, class 6. Welcome back to our e-learning program. I am Anil Bhagat, your science teacher from Modern International School, Hiswa. Today, in this video lecture, we will discuss about chapter 11, that is light, shadows and reflection. In the previous lectures, we had discussed about light, that light is a source of energy which gives us sensation of sight, and by the help of light we are able to see the different objects or the colorful world around us. Then we discussed about the sources of light, that is natural sources of light and artificial sources of light. Then we discussed two types of objects based on the property of emission of light, that is luminous object and non-luminous object. Then we discussed the objects on the basis of the objects allow light to pass through them, that is transparent object. The objects which allow light to pass through them partially, that is called translucent objects, and the objects which does not allow light to pass through them, that is called opaque objects. Now, after discussion of opaque object, we all understood that there are some objects which does not allow light to pass through them. So if light will not able to pass through them, then these objects create a dark patch behind them. Means light is not able to pass through this, so behind this there will be a dark layer on the wall or whatever screen behind this object is. There is a dark patch created because of this opaque object, and this dark patch we called shadow. So class, for creating a shadow we need an opaque object, we need a source of light, and we need a screen. We had discussed some activity in the previous classes which we are going to discuss today also. Like in the first activity, that is activity 2, what we had done, that we take some opaque objects and some sheet of paper, and then we draw the outline of the shadow of these opaque objects on the sheet of paper, and then we try to analyze these outlines and try to understood from the outlines that what type of object it was. Sometimes we are able to understand, but sometimes we are not able to understand, because these shadows create a dark layer which is always not properly visible. Like sometimes in the television you saw that by the fingers some people create some type of shadows which shows you some other type of you can say some other type of structure, not the structure of fingers. So this type of shadows mislead us that no, these are not the same object, there are some other objects are there. So shadows always not help you to predict whatever object the shadow formed, or the shadow is related to what type of object. The next activity we had done is activity number 3, that in the evening time or in the dark, without we use a source of light against an object, but we saw that if in the backside of that object, if there is no screen, there will be no shadow. But the truth is the opaque object don't allow light to pass through it. So shadow must be created. So we use a big cardboard behind the object and then we see the shadow. So a screen must be necessary for a shadow. And in the dark there will be no shadow. The next example or the next activity, that is in activity 4, what we have to do, we take a chair and put them in a sunlight or in a light area, and whenever we change the place of chair, we saw that the pattern of shadow will change. So the angle between the object and the source of light, if it's changed, the pattern of shadow will change. The best example for this pattern is, if you observe your own shadow with respect to the sunlight, you will see that in the morning the pattern of shadow is different, in the afternoon the pattern of shadow is also different, and in the evening the pattern of shadow is also different. So if the angle of the source of light change with respect to the opaque object, the pattern of the shadow will change. You can do this experiment with the help of a stick. Put a stick in the field and observe the shadow. You will find that in the morning the shadow will be long, in the afternoon the shadow will be the shortest one, and in the evening again the shadow will become the long one, because the angle of the sun and with the stick changes. So these are the some activities by which we are able to understand the characteristics of shadow. If you take colorful objects and try to create shadows, then you will also find that colorful objects doesn't matter about this case, because if you take a red flower, the shadow is black. If you take a yellow flower, the shadow is black. So whatever the color of the object, it will not affect the shadow. The shadow will always be a black patch type of pattern. Means the color of the shadow is always black. So these are the some important properties of shadow. We will discuss some more properties of shadows with the help of a pinhole camera and how image is formed. So class, I hope you all are able to understand about shadow. If any problem, ask me. Have a good day class. Be safe at home. Thank you.